For many years, video games have made headlines, both positive and negative. In recent years, there have been many different yet similar cases of mass shootings, in specific, school shootings. These tragic events usually involve a young perpetrator, typically white. When this is the case, the easiest thing for people to blame is mental health issues or violent video games. James Ivory from the Department of Communications at Virginia Tech states, "We try harder to make excuses for white perpetrators when discussing the acts of a shooting committed by a white individual. Many in-power individuals, such as the President Donald Trump, have made comments regarding violent video games being linked to mass shootings."
We have to do something about maybe what they're seeing and how they're seeing it, and also video games. I'm hearing more and more people say the level of violence on video games is really shaping young people's thoughts.
Politicians have been quick to say that the violence on screen contributes to violence in real life, such as mass school shootings.
Congress should fund research into the effects that violent video games have on young minds.
Violent video games have encouraged the killing of innocent people for sport.
These comments arose when different school shootings occurred, such as the Sandy Hook shooting in which the perpetrator, Adam Lanza, killed 20 students and 6 faculty members, and the Parkland shooting where Nicholas Cruz killed 17 people. There have been numerous studies about looking into the link between violent video games and mass shootings, many of which have basically debunked the myth that violent video games cause people to go on a killing spree. It is not video games that are killing people, it's guns.
We see video games are actually being used as a scapegoat for what I think might be the real causes of violence.
You know, we've looked into this for many, many years because people have been saying this for about 20 years. Since video games started having gore and blood in the 90s, people have been saying, well, what's that going to do to the young people who are playing this? But you know what? You just don't see it. Researchers have gone into this for years. There were a couple early studies that saw some minor links, but as you see the studies get more sophisticated and the science get better, they just don't find the research that backs this up. You can make people really, really angry with Tetris just as much as you can make them angry with, say, Call of Duty.
The Entertainment Software Association that represents the video game industry said it told the president today that numerous scientific studies show there's no connection between video games and violence. In fact, Jeff, the researchers we interviewed today said that his work shows that when a new violent video game is released, that crime actually drops. Why? They think possibly because kids stay at home and off the streets.
With claims such as violent video games cause mass shootings, it is damaging to the reputation of the gaming industry and the people involved in it, whether it's saying video games are a waste of time or cause aggressive behavior amongst people.
Said this.
And this is what kids are watching. And I think you maybe have to take a look at it.
Today, he met parents like Melissa Henson.
The kinds of messages and images that they are putting in their minds, I think they're seeing nightly dress rehearsals for huge acts.
What's your reaction when you hear the president say that?
My friends and I have been playing video games our whole life. And never, ever, and seeing, of course, violent movies, being kids, but never have we ever felt driven or provoked by those actions in those games to do something as horrible as this. I don't think anyone is. It's a video game. Something happens, you restart. We know that's not how life is. And I think it's a distraction. The president's trying to distract us.
He also...
In the next and final video, I'm going to talk about the world of gaming, ranging from the different genres to basic how-tos if you're just starting out. See you guys in the next one.
My work here is done.